Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Kelvin, Owusu, getting you into the latest in the world of sports. Well, let's start from the partnership the GFA has made with another big company to make sure that youth football gets better. My colleague Ore Kwampofu was present and came through with this report.
One of the key areas the current Ghana Football Association has focused on during their tenure is coach football. In an attempt to revive coach football, the KGL Foundation Inter-Regional Coach Championships was launched and has been running in the past year. Through the FIFA Forward initiative, the Ghana Football Association has allocated $100,000 for footballs for coach clubs. In a recent move to keep on improving coach football, the Ghana Football Association has partnered with Techno to help young footballers develop their skills and passion.
A relationship that hopefully will take us very far. A relationship that will be mutually beneficial. In our world of football, technology is key. And if you want to deliver football on the run or on the go, you need technology. You need mobile phones. Since in our part of the world, there's high consumption of mobile phones by the youth. So this is a very, very big step for the Football Association. And I'm sure it is the same for Techno.
Coach football has been the source of a number of talents for Ghana over the years and is the hope of many that same will be said in a few years to come.
So that is from the Ghana Football Association. Now this afternoon, Dreams FC will continue their campaign in the CAF Confederations Cup at the Barbara Sports Stadium against Academical Lobito from Angola in their fourth game of the Confederation Cup, hoping to make it 3 wins out of 4 games. Coach Abdul Karim Zito knows the magnitude of the task ahead.
So when you look at the way we are being scored, I would say it's about lack of experience. I'm doing everything possible to make sure that this thing will happen. So, like the way we played against Kotoko, I don't know whether you notice what is happening with our defense. We play safe and they don't take risk. And they stick to that principle of play in defense.
Staying to that principle of playing and excelling in defense, according to Abdul Karim to kickoff is at 4 p.m. this afternoon in Kumasi. However, in the CAF Champions League, Mediama SC in Tanzania hoping to make amends for the 2 points they lost when Tanzanian giant Yanga played them at the Barbara Sports Stadium 2 weeks ago. Augustine Evans Adote is the head coach for Mediama.
Mediama 4 out of 9 points from 3 games. It's not convincing to me as a coach of the side. And on the other hand, Yanga, also 2 points behind me from 3 games, speaks of how Yanga is determined to match us come tomorrow. I need to be cautious. I need to map a strategy that will help Mediama to stay out of defeat.
Needing to map a strategy that will keep Mediama out of defeat. Now you take a look at some of the matches played yesterday in the CAF Champions League and the result. ASEC Mimosa from Abidjan defeated Joaneng Galaxy 3-0. Pyramis FC suffered a 1-0 loss at the hands of Mamelodi Sundowns. Teboho Mukwena once again getting his name on the score sheet. And Petro Atletico from Angola drawing goalless with Esperance Sportif Dituni. So these were the results of the games played yesterday. Today, it continues. Now, assistant coach of the Black Stars, Masoud Didi Dramani, says the local game is evolving and he's impressed with the tactical advancement exhibited by all the football clubs. He watched some of last weekend's Ghana Premier League matches.
Our football is really thriving on the right note, and spectating is an area that we need to really look at in order to be able to bring the beauty of. And for me, when I look at it, the tactical part of the game is an area that we are really improving on, and it means that we need to continue to support this event, and that's why we try to always catch different events across the league sentence in order to see how the game is really evolving.
Well, now Didi Dramani is expected to be part of Chris Hughton's technical team as assistant to the Black Stars. Well, many have spoken about ending the 42 years of not winning the African Nations Cup. Didi seemed evasive when was asked that question.
You are bringing the cup home next year, right?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, Ghana is bringing the cup home.
I'm not sure there's a country that is participating in the AFCON and then the assertion is that you are going to bring the cup home. That is not what it is. You are trying to put things together. You are trying to evolve the game. You are trying to create the element of success. Element of success is not just done by today, or it's just not done by the way you say it. It's all put in place by the way you put things together. And so we need to be very, very deliberate. We need to be very consistent. We need to be very patient in the way we try to articulate things. You know, the fact that you say I want money doesn't give you money. So it's the same thing. The fact that you say that I want to go and win doesn't give you winning. And the fact that you don't say it doesn't mean you don't want to win. It is all about you projecting the elements of creating success. And the elements of creating success, this is one of them. And your work that you are doing is part of it.
So that is from Masoud Didi Dramani there, talking about Ghana's chances of winning the African Nations Cup. Now away from him to Ghana Premier League side in Swatreman FC. The head coach Max Oknedo says there is pressure on the team after losing 2 games on the bounce, but he prays his side recovers in good time.
Well, that's football. It's part of the game. I mean, we need to go and fight hard. I mean, the battle is not yet over. I mean, we'll keep fighting until we get back to winning ways. Yeah, it's disappointing after losing 2 straight matches. It's not easy for us. I mean, we need to go and fight very hard to at least make our supporters happy back home.
Fighting hard to make supporters happy back home. Now to Manchester City in the Club World Cup, and they eased into the final with a comfortable 3-0 win over Japanese side Urawa Red Diamonds on Tuesday. Without Erling Haaland, the Champions League winners needed an own goal to launch their campaign in Saudi Arabia, but second-half strikes from Matthew Kovacic and Bernardo Silva saw them stroll to victory. Pep Guardiola has revealed comments on fixture congestion and pitch condition after City reached the club final.
And we have to just, tomorrow day off, we're going to dinner together and try to create a good environment where the players know how important is that game for all of us, for the club. As I said yesterday, to play this final, you have to do incredible things, mainly to win the Champions League. And once we are here, it's a trophy like you play once in a lifetime. So against Fluminense, Brazilian team, South American, so experience, a lot of quality. We saw yesterday in the short spaces how good they are. But we are there. Now tomorrow start to see Fluminense, try to see them and try to do a good performance and win the title.
So that is Pep Guardiola, Manchester City boss. They having already added the European Super Cup to last season's treble. City will now have the chance to claim a 5th trophy of the calendar year when they face Brazil's Fluminense on Friday in Jeddah. So big game coming up now to the EFL Cup in England, and Chelsea and Fulham booked their place in the semi-finals of the League Cup on Tuesday when they followed up 1-0 draws with penalty shootout wins over Newcastle United and Everton respectively. Middlesbrough also managed to sail through, but Chelsea defeated Newcastle 4-2 on penalties at Stamford Bridge after substitute Mykhailo Mudryk kept the Blues alive with a 92nd minute equalizer, while Fulham defeated Everton 7-6 in their shootout. It wasn't an easy night for Chelsea, but Mauricio Pochettino is glad his team managed to win again.
I think it was an unbelievable game because I think we suffer when we concede. Was our mistake, and of course after we concede I think we dominate, and before we were dominating the game. I think after all I think we deserve full credit to the player because always believe until to the end. Yes, this type of thing always you need some luck, in football, but always trying in this way. I think the luck can arrive, and the situation was amazing, and then the penalties always is a lottery. But I think also deserve the credit the player because they were calm and our goalkeeper was fantastic.
Well, he's crediting his players for the hard work they put in. Well, it's been a very difficult 3 weeks for Kieran Trippier, who's been making a whole lot of mistakes. His mistake gave Mykhailo Mudryk that advantage to get Chelsea the equalizer, and also missed from the penalty spot during the shootout. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe keeps support for his right back.
Incredibly strong character. As I said many times, he's a transformative signing. Someone that's taken the group onto a totally different level. He's been the heartbeat of that. So when he's given us so much, now it's our turn to support him, and look after him the other way, and that's what we'll do.
Eddie Howe there providing all the support that his goalkeeper needs at the moment. Now let's move on to some other results. Borussia Dortmund were held to a 1-0 draw by Mainz on Tuesday. Well, this was the same side they drew 2-2 7 months ago against that prevented them from winning the Bundesliga on the final match day as Bayern Munich lifted the trophy again. Dortmund made up a 7-point deficit at this stage last time, but they could now find themselves 15 points off the top should leaders by Leverkusen defeat Bochum today. Now to Emil Forsberg, and he played his final game for RB Leipzig in a match in which they drew 1-0 against Werder Bremen. Forsberg set up Lois Openda to poke home on a third attempt in the 47th minute after the first two were saved by goalkeeper Michael Zetterer. So it means Forsberg is moving away from the Bundesliga. He's moving into a new league. Well, hopefully he gets the very best from that particular league. Now to Arsene Wenger, and he's been speaking about the new Club World Cup format for 2025, which is coming with some criticism since the announcement. Wenger has responded for the World Football Governance Body announcement last Sunday that the edition of the 2025 showpiece will take place over June and July after an agreement to feature 32 teams from across the 6 different confederations. Now, Arsene Wenger responded in a FIFA press release saying that I accept the football calendar is a busy one, but this is a competition that is going to take place every 4 years. And of course, the rest period during the competition and afterwards has to be respected. Well, hopefully this comes easy. Pep Guardiola and other managers have spoken against this. Now, let's move on to Real Madrid and another difficult time for them, but this time for Belgium, as goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois on Tuesday ruled himself out of next summer's Euro 2024 Championship 4 months after suffering a serious knee injury in training. The 31-year-old Real Madrid shotstopper is currently sidelined after rupturing the anterior cruciate ligament in his left knee back in August. Due to the injury, there will be no European Championships for me anyway, Courtois told Belgian outlet Sporza. If I'm lucky, I can play another match in May, but then you can never be 100% ready for a big tournament. The European Football Showcase kicks off in Germany on the 14th of June, so Courtois ruling himself out. Now to staying in Real Madrid, and Julian Lopetegui, former Real Madrid manager, has praised Jude Bellingham's strength, but says it is important for the player to maintain his high standards at Spain.
But he's making very, very well. It's not easy to become a key player in one team that has a Real Madrid. Until the moment he's playing at a very high level. Not only play, he's scoring a lot of goals. So maybe it's not his principal work, but he's making very well. I think that he has a very big strength to achieve all his aims, but be calm, because the more difficult thing in football elite is not only to arrive, is to keep there a lot of years. This is more, and we will see what is going to happen.
Going to see what is going to happen. Nottingham Forest confirmed the sacking of manager Steve Cooper, with former Wolves boss Nuno Espirito Santo in talks to replace him. Cooper's exit comes with Forest having lost 5 of their past 6 games. The 44-year-old led Forest to promotion to the Premier League in 2023, ending a 23-year absence from the top flight. His achievement in guiding Forest back will undoubtedly remain an iconic moment in the club's history, said owner Evangelos Marinakis. We thank Steve for his dedication and commitment during his time with us. So, Steve Cooper has been relieved of his duties. Now to Bayern Munich, and forward Thomas Müller has extended his contract until June 2025. He's 34 years and he has become a one-club man, staying at Bayern and mainly being used as a substitute this season, and his previous deal was expected to run out in June. I'm happy my journey at Bayern is continuing. I want to play my part in us remaining successful both as a team and the whole club, he said in a statement. So that is it from him, but let's finish off with some boxing. And Deontay Wilder says that a potential fight with Anthony Joshua is off the cards, and he doesn't expect anything to be agreed soon, hopefully after his showdown with Joseph Parker.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the biggest fight in the world. It's been that way for a very long time, and it still is now. You know, that fight has been a situation where it's been hot and cold you know, and every time the talks happen, it always get back hot, you know, and then somehow it'll die back down. You know, I know the how, but, you know, it'll die back down. It don't happen. But now the moment has came where it's the closest that it's ever been in history right now. You know, the closest that it's ever been. And I'm excited to say that for that most part. I'm not 100% sure that it's going to happen. You know, it's a lot of things that has went on, a lot of things that has been done. But you can't be 100% until that bell rings and that first punch is being thrown.
Well, Deontay Wilder there, and he brings air close to our morning updates on sports on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Johnny Hughes and the rest of the team will take you through. Don't forget to stay safe during these festivities. It's already begun, so make sure you enjoy it. And stay with us here on 3FM 92.7 as Sunrise continues. DJ Abiam, as always, is present to make sure he serves you with some fine tunes before. But don't forget, on the 28th, we are all having a very good time. But before then, on the 23rd, the kids will have their enjoyment. It's the Kids Festival on the 23rd of December.